Would the graduates please turn and face the platform? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to our Spring Convocation 2015. Would you please join our vocalist, Katya Hartova, in the singing of O Canada, and then please remain standing for the invocation.
Creator God, as we gather here today to celebrate the academic achievements of the graduates of the College of Education, we give thanks. We give thanks for the freedom to live life with joy to the fullest. We give thanks for the gift of life, and we pray that we can respond to the call to be good stewards of the environment, good citizens of our planet, and good friends to each other. We give thanks for the gift of education, for our classmates and our professors, and for the gift of our place of higher learning. Our years at the University of Saskatchewan have challenged us to learn and to grow. May we have the courage to bring the light of knowledge that we have attained to cast out the darkness of this world. Let us be mindful teachers, thoughtful educators, self-reflective practitioners, and lifelong learners. We give thanks for our greatest gift, those who have supported us through our lives, our loved ones, family and friends who have encouraged us, believed in us, and were there for us in our times of need. We give them our love and gratitude, those who join us here today, and those who couldn't be here, but are present in our hearts. And we thank you for the promise of the future. As we move forward in life, may we have the strength to seek justice and truth in a world that badly needs balance, compassion, and love. As our students convocate today, we celebrate them, and we see that they have limitless potential. As so many in this world struggle for the basic necessities of life, give us courage to emerge as leaders in our global village, to see past our needs to the needs of others and the common good. For all these we give thanks, and we ask for help to use our learning, our gifts, and our talents to make our community, and indeed our world, a better place to be. Amen.
Will you please be seated? Once again, graduates and distinguished guests, welcome. I am Elizabeth Williamson. I'm the University Secretary, and I have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning with the front row, on my left and your right, Russell Eisinger, Registrar and Director of Student Services. Patty McDougall, Vice Provost, Teaching and Learning. Karen Chad, Vice President, Research. Jay Wilson, this afternoon's recipient of the Master Teacher Award. Michelle Maurice, Métis Elder. Ernie Barber, Provost and Vice President, Academic. President Gordon Barnhart. Chancellor Blaine Fable. Sarah Williams, this afternoon's recipient of an Honorary Doctor of Laws degree. Mary Buer, Dean, College of Agriculture and Bioresources. Michelle Pertula, Dean, College of Education. Bev Brenna, Associate Dean, College of Education. Trevor Crow, Associate Dean, College of Graduate Studies and Research. And in our second row, 3 of our university orators, Darrell Gunther, Andrea Michael, and Rochelle Lubin. Jack Saddleback, President, University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, and a member of the Board of Governors. Dana Carrier, Aboriginal Liaison, Graduate Students Association. Grit McCreath, member of the Board of Governors. And a number of our senators, Jim Nicol, Nadia Prokopchuk, Victoria Neufeld, Laurie Eisinger, and Jim Pulfer. Wayne Evaniski, President of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association. Walt Polovich, University of Saskatchewan Retirees Association. And Michael McLean, Chaplain. And behind them, and I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6 on which we have gathered for this event. Please stand as you are able for the honor song. There is no applause following the honor song. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you Sarah Williams. Sarah Williams is the recipient today of an honor that she greatly deserves. You have a bio of her in your programs, which clearly demonstrates the accomplishments of this wonderful and amazing person. But that formal biography doesn't really convey all of the gifts that Sarah has given our world. In professor speak, we'd call her a mentor, but her friends and colleagues describe her as a mom to all around her, regardless of whether they're older or younger than her, regardless of their background or their circumstances. She always listens, never judges, opens her home at Christmas and all times to students, staff, and anybody who doesn't have a family. Her clear-eyed acceptance and kind heart provide perspective and thought paths for all who are struggling or conflicted. Her instinctive sense of family drove her first to provide financial support for an African foster child program called Harambee. But that wasn't enough, and so she finally decided that she had to visit that daughter. On arrival in Tanzania, she saw the struggle that all of the girls were having in succeeding at school because they lived still at home and had to do all of their chores in addition to their schoolwork, plus walking back and forth to school every day, which could take a long time. Back in Canada, she thought about the discussion she'd had with the program's leaders and set about fundraising for a hostel to house 30 of those girls. That home has now grown to accommodate over 100 girls while they get their schooling. She never dictated how the money she helped raise should be used, but simply provided the financial support to the fabulous local leaders who conceived and delivered the appropriate facility. And now there's a farm that trains the girls and provides their food, and a market which the girls run to sell their products and learn how to be independent business people. One of her friends from her early days in the Peace Corps as a volunteer, that friend has grandchildren. Sarah's supporting them through their advanced education. And that's far from the only single individual who's benefiting from Sarah's generosity. You'll note in the bio that she has a degree in history, and as Dean of Agriculture, I'm speaking to you because of all of the work she's done in horticulture. And you might think that somebody who's both trained in history and horticulture must be hopelessly conflicted. But Sarah neatly manages to pull all of those two together. In the horticulture tours she plans to places like Ireland, Turkey, England, and Morocco, where she tirelessly guides her tours through the historically and horticulturally significant sites. She is diplomatic, clear-sighted, thoughtful, and articulate. And you couldn't ask for a better example of a lifelong learner dedicated to education. Eminent Chancellor, I present Sarah Williams and ask that you confer on this wise woman of generous heart the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctors of Laws, honoris causa, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Sarah. Well done.
Chancellor Favell, President Barnhart, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, graduates, family and friends. One doesn't appear on a stage like this by themselves. I've had a lot of help along the way, and it's all been very appreciated. I really want to extend thanks to my parents. They instilled in me a sense of of community service, of social justice from a very young age, and they taught me Yiddish lullabies and union songs. I also want to thank the students with whom I graduated many years ago in horticulture. I was the old lady. They were all in their 20s. I was fast approaching 50, but they welcomed me and they've been friends and colleagues ever since. The main focus of my working life has been adult education, extension, extending the role and the knowledge of the university throughout the province was an important role of the university for over a century. If your family's members were not alumni and you'd never been admitted to University Hospital, it was through the many folks of the Extension Division who offered short courses in your community that you knew of the University of Saskatchewan. Over coffees and lunches and cafes and farm kitchens, I was welcomed and made to feel a part of those communities. Along with the beauty of their lilies or the black spot on their roses, people shared the sorrows of the diminishing effects of school closures, of hospital closures on their communities. For someone from away, as I grew up in Washington, D.C., I thank all these wonderful individuals who welcomed me, and they made me feel a part of Saskatchewan. I extend my appreciation especially to mentors Gwenna Moss, Les Henry, Tom Ward, and Bob McKercher, who passed on their love of extension. I never attended my first convocation from the University of Michigan in 1963. I was already on my way to Africa. My first teaching experience was as a Peace Corps volunteer in a government girls' boarding school in the early 1960s in the small town of Mbeya in Tanzania, East Africa. I taught English, science, and geography to grades 6, 7, and 8. Modeled after the British system, each of the 6 teachers in the school rotated a week of being on duty. You were in charge. If an emergency were to arise or a student became ill, one of the older girls would come and inform you, and you would attend to it. A knock came on my door about 1 a.m. on my duty week, about 6 months after my arrival in Tanzania. One of the girls informed me that an older man was on campus, and it could be that perhaps he might have been drinking. She was reluctant to show disrespect. He was in any case very loud, and it was very late at night. Could I come? Of course. But could she also inform Mrs. Mkandi, the Tanzanian headmistress? My gut feeling was that I was going to be well and truly out of my depth. The man in question had indeed been drinking, and he was very loud, and he was also a bit wobbly. With my still limited skills in the Swahili language, I gathered that he was looking for a wife. He had been advised that educated girls might make better wives, and that was why he was at the school. It was at this point that Mrs. Mkandi arrived. If any of you have ever read the #1 Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith, you'll be familiar with the heroine of these stories, Precious Ramamotsi, traditionally built, short and round, and with the traditional values of her culture. That was Mrs. Mkandi. She was wise, well-educated, articulate, short and round, and with all the graciousness and politeness that embodied traditional Tanzanian society. Mrs. Mkandi met the man using the usual greetings reserved for an older person. She made the expected inquiries into his health, his family, his work. She asked how she could help him. He again explained that his purpose at being at the school in the early hours of the morning, he was looking for a wife and had heard that there were advantages to an educated one. He himself had no education. His wife had recently died. Could she help him? Mrs. Mkandi, who had already asked the night watchman to bike the 2 kilometers into town to get the police, the school had no phone, suggested that they leave the school grounds and retire to the Pombe House, the beer parlor, up the road. At this point, I was really beyond my depth, wondering what was the propriety of Mrs. Mkandi being in a Pombe House? She explained to the man, always politely and with great respect, that there might be both advantages and disadvantages of having an educated woman for a wife, and he would have to consider these. They could discuss it at length in the Pombay house, away from the school. For one thing, an educated wife might have a mind, an opinion, a will of her own, and might not be as biddable as he would like. It was at this point that the police arrived. It was also at this point the man in question had become decidedly less steady on his feet. Mrs. McCandy asked the police to give him a bed for the remainder of the night, to treat him kindly and with all respect, and to release him in the morning. She thanked them and said there would be no charges. I've never forgotten what I learned that night. Sensitivity to individual and cultural differences, problem solving via the high road, employing courtesy and respect rather than confrontation, diffusing a potentially difficult situation using a quiet voice and traditional values. Mrs. McCandy embodied all that I grew to love about Tanzania, its graciousness, its inherent democracy, values not unlike those of Saskatchewan. 50 years later, in the small town of Katesh, Tanzania, another scenario is unfolding. I had become involved with the Canadian Harambee Education Society, CHES, a non-sectarian registered Canadian charity that supports girls' education in Tanzania. For several years, I'd been sponsoring Julieta through secondary school. I was about to meet her, but Julieta is shy. Conversations in either English or Swahili seemed to go nowhere. Then Pius, a gentle, soft-spoken retired teacher and school superintendent and member of the Tanzanian chess board, speaks to her quietly in Swahili. The only word I really catch is maziwa, milk. I asked him what he said. He replies, I told her, this woman has given you the milk from her breast. You cannot be shy. My gosh, would a phrase like that ever been heard in a high school at home? Again, an expression of culture in a part of the world where breastfeeding is the norm rather than the exception. Several years later, I'm again in Katesh, in the study hall of the new chess hostel, built with funds raised mainly in Saskatchewan. We have enjoyed a wonderful evening program of speeches, recorded music, song, and dance. My friend Ron from Shields Township near Dundurn, a longtime chess supporter, has concluded the evening by playing the clown, transforming himself with makeup and costume from the familiar person with whom the girls have formed a friendship to a sad but friendly character. He finishes by blowing up balloons and making them into dogs, owls, flowers, and presenting one to each girl, 80 girls. By the end of his act, these normally reserved, quiet, and polite young women have reached a crescendo of excitement. Ron, in his late 70s, is clearly tiring, but I see no way of extricating him. Again, I feel beyond my depth, out of my comfort zone. Marie, with dreams of becoming a doctor and clearly mature for her 17 years, emerges from the chaos now engulfing the study hall. She approaches Ron, takes his arm, and says, Baba, Father, Ron, it is late, and you are now an old man. You are tired. I will accompany you back to the guest house. Simply, directly, and with courtesy, the deed is done. I grew my first garden in Tanzania in the early 1960s, and with the schoolgirls landscaped the then new school. Having failed abysmally as the sewing mistress, I could neither darn, knit, nor crochet, nor can I now. I was asked to become the garden mistress. My first degree was in English and history. 50-odd years ago, girls were not encouraged to enter agriculture or horticulture or forestry. For me, it all seemed to come together in Tanzania, the teaching and the horticulture. I never planned it that way, it just happened. It's a great honor to be here today, to be acknowledged for activities which I have consistently derived so much pleasure from over so many years. It's truly been a fun time. I thank you for the bottom of my heart for this recognition. Sometimes opportunities arise that might propel you into the unknown. Be open to them. Grab onto them. Remember the words of poet Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And so it has. Your very presence here indicates how much you've already accomplished, your potential to give. You're now on the cusp of the rest of your lives. It's all out there waiting. Learn as much as you can from as many sources, and give of yourself as much as you can of what you have to offer to your community, be it local or global. Take the road less traveled by. Make a difference. You can't do everything, but you can do something. The very best of all that life has to offer to all of you in every way. Thank you very much.
Eminent Chancellor, platform guests, Dr. Williams, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and particularly graduates who are here today, this is a time for celebration. And as your interim President Vice Chancellor, I'm Gordon Barnhart, and it's my honor to be here today to celebrate with you. I absolutely love Convocation. And it's a good thing because I used to be University Secretary, and I went to all of them then, and certainly now as president, but I've gone to all of the ones that I've been to when it was my turn to graduate. It's a wonderful time to celebrate with your family, your friends, your peers, and so congratulations to you. Part of my job, but it's partly just because I believe in it, is to brag about the University of Saskatchewan. I've been kicking around this campus for many years, and I've left many times, and this is now my 4th time back, and it's such a pleasure to be able to brag about the University of Saskatchewan because it has so many good things about it, so many accomplishments that are happening on campus, and I'm looking at you and I'm bragging about you as well. But there's some other part of our campus that I want to brag about, and this is our wind orchestra, who is sitting between me and you here in the orchestra pit under the able leadership of Dr. Darren Olerking. And I said to Darren at lunch today, I said, you know, this is now the 5th ceremony of Convocation this spring, and each time I've been bragging about the wind orchestra. Are you getting tired of that? Would you like me to stop? And he said, no, keep on. So I am now going to continue to brag and to say the wind orchestra of the University of Saskatchewan has been invited to go to a convention in California in July. And they are part of one of 15 orchestras from around the world, the only Canadian one that will be there. And I think that we should say thank you. This orchestra is made up of students, and I look over the audience and there's a few in there that are a little older than, well, maybe they're students that have just taken a little longer, but they're faculty in the Department of Music, Arts and Science. And we're just very proud of them. And they're going to be playing a piece of music when I'm finished. And you've maybe seen it in your program, composed by Dr. David Kaplan, a former friend of mine, a friend of the university who just passed away a couple months ago. And so thank you for paying honor and tribute to Dr. Kaplan. And now turning to the graduates, I'm feeling with you kind of that sense of that first time you appeared on campus. Do you remember your first day? Your first day on campus? I see some smiles, like there's that worry of, am I going to the right building? Which class do I have next? Am I going to be able to do all of these exams, these papers that I have to write? But what an experience that is, and I'm sure you will find, as you look back, I hope you do, that this has been some of the most enjoyable years of your life. It certainly was for me. And I can empathize with you coming from the College of Education, because my very first career job was as a teacher. I was a teacher in a high school, and I absolutely loved it. I think I am born to be a teacher, but I've been a teacher 3 times actually, and 3 times somebody has come along and said, Gordon, come with me, I want you to do something else. But it's what a career it is, and there's all sorts of different kinds of teaching, and you are going to experience that in your careers ahead. So congratulations to you. And as you receive this parchment, as you go across the stage and receive this parchment, it's an acknowledgement of all of that hard work that you have contributed, those countless hours writing papers and exams, going to class. But you now have earned a degree. It's not luck, it's hard work, and you have earned it, and I say congratulations to you. So when you remember about that first step on campus, and then when you're taking these last few steps across the stage, it's the beginning of a new phase in your life. It's not the end, it's the beginning. So congratulations to you. And I hope that you will have a chance now to celebrate with your family and your friends who have gathered here. Be sure to thank your family, your professors, your peers, your counselors, your mentors. Thank them for being a part of this part of your life. You know, when I was in high school, I had a high school principal that became a real mentor to me. And I absolutely idolized him, and I used to mow his lawn in the summertime. It was a way of earning enough money. I know you'll say, oh, here it goes on the story about how poor he was. Well, I was raised in a poor family, and I had to work summer jobs and all through school to go to university. But when I was finished mowing and he would pay me, we would sit on his back porch and he would talk about life and careers and education. And I absolutely idolized him. I just thought he was the greatest person ever. And then I went off to university and I never said thank you to him. And I received the very sad news shortly after that he'd passed away. And I felt so sad because I had missed the chance to say, Mr. Castleton, thank you so much for all that you have done for me. So what did I do? I wrote to his widow. That was the least I could do. And I said to her, I wish I had been able to thank Kaz for all that he did, and now I say thank you. So I encourage you to do that before it's too late, to say thank you to all of the people in your life who have been so influential in getting you to this spot today. And you know, you are now going to start a new, unique journey. This isn't the end, but it's the beginning. All of the opportunities and the challenges and the decisions that you're going to be making. What an exciting time for you. I'm envious of you in a way, and yet I'm so pleased for you as well. During this journey, I hope that you will look back on the University of Saskatchewan with fond memories, as I say, and realize that I think the university has prepared you for the challenges ahead so that you know that you will succeed, regardless of what the challenges are. And it's not a matter of avoiding failure, because if you fail, it's not the fall, it's how quickly you can get up and survive and rebound. And so I hope that you remember that the university has, I think, given you the tools to prepare you for all of life's challenges. We have, counting this convocation in the spring, 145,000 alumni, graduates of this University of Saskatchewan. It's quite an astounding group of people spread all around the world, doing amazing things in terms of making this world a better place, helping people improve their lives. And you are now today joining that group, that club, the alumni. So take that with pride and work hard, because you know the alumni are a special group of people. They are unwavering in their support for this institution, and they give of their talents, their time, and their financial support when they can. And this generosity of alumni and donors, many of them who are here today, and perhaps you've experienced this if you have a scholarship when you went through university, those scholarships have arisen because somebody has donated money to the university to help support students. So as you now leave the university and go on with your careers, I hope that you will find a way to stay in touch with your alma mater, and perhaps when you're established, contribute to a scholarship to help students who are following in your footsteps. The College of Education has given you an excellent education, and you can be proud of that. I can't draw attention to all of the achievements of this college and of all of the students and faculty, but I am going to give you just a couple of examples. First, for example, Jennifer McClure, a graduate student who is helping identify best practices for how environmental sustainability is taught and practiced in Canada's schools and universities. For this work, she received a 2014 Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship. Another exciting initiative that the college is a part of is its creation of a certificate in Indigenous languages. Starting this fall, students can pursue the Indigenous Language Certificate. This is the first at the University of Saskatchewan, and I think that it's really a first across Canada, or close to that, and I think that's something else that we should be proud of, and it wouldn't have happened without that expertise in the College of Education. Another outstanding part of our program is the ITAB program, which continues to exceed all expectations and is receiving ongoing support from partners across this country. And this is making a difference in the College of Education, but it's making a difference in the lives of students across this province, and I would like to think across this country. So with this broad range of offerings, elementary, middle years, secondary, vocational, and degrees with Aboriginal and Northern specialties, the college displays its commitment to educating its teachers as candidates to advance the intellectual, physical, emotional, social, spiritual development of all students. So you should be proud of this degree. Wear it with pride. Look back and say, I worked hard and I deserve this, and I'm going to apply all of those lessons to my career and to my life as it unfolds. You will discover, though, that you are going to continue to learn. You may say, no, I'm never going to take another class, I'm never going to write another paper. You may, but maybe you will start to realize, you will realize, that no matter what job, what career you're in, you're going to continue to learn. You have to keep up with the world. And we have given you the tools to continue to learn and to become experts in your particular field. I hope as well that your time here has helped you find your passion. Passion is so important in terms of what you're going to do. I've held many careers in my life, and each one I have enjoyed. And I find myself feeling very fortunate for that, and I hope that you will feel the same, that you will find your passion and you can live it. I hope, too, that you will remember the family, the friends who are here today, and others who have supported you along the way. And I now want to look to beyond the graduates, to the family and the friends who are here in the audience. Thank you so much for coming today, sharing this special experience with us, with your students, your children, your graduates, and sharing with us as well. Thank you for coming, and we say thank you for all of the support. And now I'm going to ask the graduates, if you would rise and face your family and your friends, please. And I'm hoping that you will join me in expressing your gratitude to your family and your friends for their love, for their support, and for paying the tuition fees. Thank you. The graduates can now return to facing the stage, and please be seated. Do you know, they're called graduation exercises, aren't they? And this was the first of some exercise for you. Thank you for being here. Congratulations. We wish you all the best in your careers. You deserve it. Well done. Thank you.
Today's musical interlude by the U of S Wind Orchestra is a piece composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. David Kaplan. Dr. Kaplan passed away this year on April 6th at the age of 91. He was a pillar of the Saskatoon cultural community and was the driving force behind the music program and the band program at the University of Saskatchewan, as well as a longtime conductor of the Saskatoon Symphony Orchestra. He was a member of the Order of Canada and most recently received the Cornerstone of the Community Award at the 2014 Mayor's Cultural Gala. The Department of Music is honored to have substantial scholarships awarded every year in his name and is proud to house the Kaplan Collection, which contains over 350 unique musical instruments from around the world. The ensemble would like to dedicate Coben Crescent March to his memory and legacy within our community. Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the University Senate and Board, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees and certificates to which they are entitled.
Madam Secretary, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Would the graduates in the front row please rise and come to the platform? Graduates, as you make your way forward, I'll just let you know how the conferring of degrees will unfold. As you enter the stage, please stop and face the audience as the hood will be put over your shoulders. Once you have been hooded, proceed to the first podium where the orator will present each of you by name. Once your name has been announced, proceed to shake the Chancellor's hand, and the Chancellor then tells you that you have been admitted to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. You will then continue across the platform to be greeted by the President and your Dean or Associate Dean, and to receive your parchment from them. As you go down the steps, you will be welcomed as new members of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association by a representative of the association.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Education. I present to you Janelle Marie Aktimichuk, Delaney Rose Adams Beaverai, Leah Michelle Adelman, Tricia Dawn Marie Albert, Jessie Louise Armstrong, Michelle Lee Auser, Alexandra Julia Baker, Cody Adrian Baptiste, Maya Ray Dawn Baptiste, Marie Annette Barker, Crystal Lee Beth Bartley, Alexandria Verna Louise Bastian, Chantel Rebecca Lee Bear, Martine Josephine Bear, Chantel May Irene Bell, Tashina Danae Benson Whitstone, Tracy Bentley, Brittany Robin Beers, Marley Isabel Ann Berg, Maria Gorette Bernardo, Jessica Susan Berscheid, Tracy Lynn Balachik, Kalia Bryn Belinsky. I need the name. Pearl Ruth Bill. Raylyn Elma Bird. Jensen Taylor Block. Gareth Julian Bond. Tyler John Bozak. Danielle Catherine Bull. Caitlin Deanne Bowman. Deirdre K. Boyer. Ray Catherine Brayton. Shannon Amanda Bray. Lane Michael Linus Bricksaw. Janine Mary Florence Baczynski. Sasha Catherine Buckingham. Lisa Diane Burr. Marissa Eva Rose Kalnick. Carmelita Baby Dennis Campbell. Joanne Suzanne Carlton. Jameis Bradley Carrier. Matthew Stephen John Carson. Carly Noel Cassavant. Richard Mariano Cassavant. Caitlin Jade Say. Clarisha Darlin Cheveldayoff. Christopher James Chipak. Megan Jean Lenora Clancy. Michael Earl Cleveland. Kathleen Ann Colosimo. Lorna Nicole Conquergood. Caitlin Georgia Maxine Crawford Morley. Mackenzie Dawn Cuddington. Caitlin Brooke Curtis. Tara Lynn Dahl. Brooke Dallin. Chelsea Lee Davis. Brianne Eva Denning. Matthew Brent Dickey. Chelsea Laura Dillon. Chelsea Serena Dion. Marie Chantel DePenta. Emily Catherine Donald. Colleen Connie Dewick. Mackenzie May Dupre. Brooklyn Zick. Melissa Ann Eichinger. Tegan Francis MD. Simona Jeanette Fern. Shelby Ann Fitzgerald. Shannon April Fitzsimmons. Emily Sarah Fornwald. Roxanne Sally Foster. Chase David Foy. Nicole Nicole Marie Francoeur. Jalise Ren Friesen. Deanna Frondal. Brooklyn J. Fulton. Ashley Laura Gabbery. Ryan Edwin Gallinger. Jewel Amber Gamble. Serena Barbara Gamble. Kelly Lynn Christine Garland. Jesslyn Gail Genet. Jenna Elise Gerenser. Alyssa Mary Gilliland. Gina Kristen Goranson. Hannah Lynn Godema. Robert Hawthorne Graham. Whitney Morgan Greaves. Jillian Marie Gruber. Taylor Morgan Hogganis. Caitlin Marie Julia Hankey. Brittany Wendy Hannah. Megan Jessica Harper. Graham Neville Harrison. Emily Jean Hartery. Krista Alina Hauerluck. Adrian Hay. Jason David Head. Rebecca Elizabeth Hennis. Douglas William Herrick. Nicholas Robert Lee Higgs. Lauralee Nicole Hitchings. Chelsea Hodgkinson Wilson. Jeremy Burton Holcomb. Travis Allen Mayer Hominick. Marissa Leigh Hritzik. Heather Michelle Hutton. Jessica Isabel Iris.
Ashley Ironstand. Orland Abby Patrick Iverson. Joshua George Ives. Sarah Jackson. Samantha Lynn Jacques. Nina Yakic. Natalie Mary Jarrett. Jasmine Lori J. Trudy John. Jenna Marie Marilyn Johnston. Lauren Margaret Judith Johnston. Melissa Evelyn Johnstone. Carrie Leanne Clausen. Lana Khan. Megan Coral. Marissa Catherine Kortko. Clarissa Wynn Kostiuk. Michael Thomas Kresick. Victor Paul Kruger. Erin Janelle Lang. DJ Alexandra Langford Hesselberg. Tammy Colleen LaRiviere. Caitlin J. Larson. Tracy Lazaroff. Brittany Danae Lehman. Raina Michelle Leith. Adele Eve Lerner. Kelsey Mark Lesbrance. Ashley Elizabeth Lessard. Wendy Y.E. Lee. Camara May Livingstone. Audra Ann Leeson. Vanessa Caroline Lowen. Cecily Anna McPherson. Allison Dawn Mandan. Felicity Janelle Martell. Kaylin Delaney Mays. Caitlin Elise McCall. Alyssa Brooke McDonald. Dennis Shannon Rose McIntyre. Carly Maria McKenna. Tiffany Dawn McKnight. Brett Christopher McMahon. Alyssa Marion McNeil. Crystal Dawn Meakin. Carmen Marie Miller. Carrie-Ann Wayne Morin. Lori Michelle Morin. Eric Eldon Mueller. Ashley Rose Muillard. Brett Dean Meyer. Scott Gordon Myra. Chelsea Tara Nagy. Leigh Adam Kevin Naismith. Jessica Dawn Nesland. Nicole Karen Neiman. Brett Dion Novak. Janelle Flynn Ortman. Shaylin Nicole Ortman. Kayla Osika. Mohammed Fayez Panwar. Devin Joseph Pierce. Michaela Danielle Perozak. Dylan James Pearson. Maribeth Carolyn Pokiak. Kristen Brianne Popoff. Aaron Alexander Postlethwaite. Michael Benjamin Preble. Stephanie Ray Prima. Lyndon Mark Proctor. Marissa Sarah Pine. Renata Elise Quinney. Kayla Michelle Romando. Sean William Richardson. Heidi May Riley. Cindy Roberts. Callie Ann Roth. Erin Marie Rusin. Amy Christine Rushlow. Samantha Leanne Francis Saloff. Corinne May Sacabo. Jenna Faye Sikowski. Devin John Sapera. Kelsey Christine Sawatsky. Christopher Eric Shirer. Lauralee June Schellenberg. Allison Christine Schmidt. Courtney Jordan Marilyn Sendecki. Scott Randall Sherstobitov. Megan Shortland. Karen Lee Simonson. Lisa Catherine Simonson. Mark Philip Slade. Jeffrey Thomas Slowski. Sabrina Ann Smachello. Amber Dawn Sommerfeld. Callie Lauren Spafford. Heather Orissa Spyglass. Graydon Stebanuk. Tori Norman Stott. Lindy Ray Stroder. Zachary Peter Strong. Heather Shalinda Swiftwolf. Quentin Curtis Swiftwolf. Joel James Teague. Alicia Nicole Teason. Jocelyn Michelle Teason. Glenn Thorpe. Megan Marion Thurmeyer. Angela Hatham Toma. Rebecca Amelia Ulmer. Chantel Amy Maria Vance Schroeder. Christina Raylene Velicott. Carissa Lee Wahobin. Jenna Janelle Waldy.
Jory Lang Waldy.
Bailey Barbara Waldner. Vanessa Lena Warnock. Joseph Paul Waskowicz. Jennifer Ann Widowiak. Laura Weber. Ashley Cassandra Weeman. Brendan James Weir. Michael Francis Wenkoff. Cynthia Renee Wickert. Shelley Nicole Wickstrom. Melanie Dawn Wiley. Haley Wilner. Emily Marie Willoughby. Stephen Kent Windles. Alyssa Marie Whitkey. Bailey Lynn Wilkowski. Sarah Elizabeth Wallacechuck. Rochelle Amanda Young. Paul Joseph Zabotashny. Alana Joy Czar. Taylor Rayanne Zaire. Sarah Lorianne Zederick.
I am honored to speak today about Courtney Stroder, who is receiving posthumously a Bachelor of Education degree. I am grateful to her parents, Olivia and Dale, who are here today to receive Courtney's degree parchment. Olivia is also a graduate of the College of Education, receiving her degree in 1987. Courtney began the B.Ed program with us in the fall of 2013, and she touched many of us with her delightful presence. She was a diligent student, excited to be in the College of Education, and she continues to inspire us through the many gifts she shared with friends and colleagues. We know that Courtney is with us today in spirit, celebrating with her peers. My colleagues from my own graduation in the early 1980s are in my mind still in the teaching that I do, and I know that Courtney, her originality, creativity, enthusiasm will be part of all of us in the good work we do now and in the future.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Education. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the combined degree of Bachelor of Education and Bachelor of Music in Music Education. I present to you Colin James Elliott. Christina Larice Gerhardt. Amber Michelle Grant. Danielle Augusta McKinnon. Amy Veronica Rubinski. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the combined degree of Bachelor of Education and Bachelor of Music in Music Education. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the post-degree certificate in education, special education. I present to you Jesse Emile Francois Gieson. Tracy K. Glenna Marie Perilat. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the Post-Degree Certificate in Education, Special Education. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars from the College of Education and ask that you will confer on them the postgraduate diploma. I present to you Bryant James Coate. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the postgraduate diploma. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars from the College of Education and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Education. I present to you Fafali Ablabi Ahiahonu. Tammy Ray Alexander Adair. Jennifer Nicole Altenberg. Anne Wintersong Baptiste. Jacqueline Rose Volk. Brent John Campbell. Renee Joan Carrier. Cami Coughlin. Lisa Marie Danaher. Bojana Delbegovic Krinky. Colette Rayanne Delaney. Carrie Joanne Derkachenko. Corinne Rose Dutka. Erin Leanne Ilaschuk. Lisa Lee Elaine Gaylor. Chi Guo. Yusser Abdel Monem Hargag. Kara Lee Hauber. Edward Paul Hesselwood. Jennifer Lee Hogg. James Michael Holowati. Yaje Hua. Tracy Rosalie Huckle. Judy Lynn Johnsims Furnock. Jolene Dawn Johnson. Audrey Karen Jones. Barbara Nadine Kilo. Jennifer Renee Kinzel Heinrichs. Carolyn Louise Kirby. Chantal Lees Kitchen. Karma Lynn Knitig. Kirsten Maya Nino Kobilak. Karina Don Kotska Dean. Priscilla Kung. Teresa Dawn Lalonde. Teresa Michelle Larocque. Nicole Michelle Rose Lavallee. Jocelyn Florence Leham. Moru Liang. Jin Liu. Mitchell Luton. Jennifer Deanne McAllister. Maureen Mary Mackenzie. Paul Alexander McTavish. Jill Patricia Monahan. Eva Moskowitz. Adele Marie Musica. Sarah Ashley Marie Nahachuski. Christina Catherine Piro. Lori Ann Santoro. Claudette Sewap. Bin Sung. Ashley Giselle Stalwick. Ardell Christine Stouffer. Patricia Louise Tastad. Edith Maxine Van Higgen. Nicole Marie Wagner. Huija Wang. Ryan Robert Wilson. Suhui Zhao. Linfeng Zhang. Yajin Zhu. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Master of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present our PhD graduates. The custom of the University of Saskatchewan is for our PhD graduates, once they have been admitted to their degree, to be met by their supervisor and escorted to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I present to you Lynette Marianne Dreger-Enns. Jean-Louise Emerson. Barbara Elaine Hazelwood Gustafson. Joel Curtis Hall. Dennis William Johnson. Jennifer Marie O'Brien. Yolanda Michelle Palmer. Joseph Victor Pierce. Nancy Ellen Peters. Madeline Maria Press. Betty Ann Rohr. Patricia Kim Sanderson. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees and certificates be granted.
Eminent Chancellor, President Barnhart, distinguished platform guests, faculty, staff, students, family, and friends. Bailey Lynn Walkowski is the College of Education's most outstanding graduate for the Spring 2015 Convocation, and as a result, she is the recipient of the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation Prize, graduating with great distinction with an average of 89.85. Bailey's teaching areas are physics and math. She interned at Martensville High School, where she taught grades 9 to 11, workplace and apprenticeship mathematics, science, and physical science. Originally from Okotoks, Alberta, Bailey graduated from Holy Trinity Academy, and she calls the Calgary area home, where Carmen and Kim and her older sister Lexi currently live. Although Bailey entered the college as a multi-talented individual with many interests, as a result of her commitment to her coursework and to field experiences, she's an exemplary graduate of our new education program. Her professors and supervisors noted that she has high-level skills in many areas, including responsive approaches to assessment and evaluation, differentiated instructional strategies and methodologies, and is especially adept in creating a safe and welcoming classroom for all learners. We had an opportunity to ask Bailey about her favorite moments over the past 4 years, as well as how her experiences have contributed to her teaching philosophy moving forward. Bailey said that she especially appreciated the college's engaging professors, the new program's cohort model, the place-based learning experiences, and the opportunity to take electives like educational video production, where she had the chance to go around campus making a movie with her friends. In terms of her teaching philosophy, Bailey said the following: "This is a tough question to answer because I feel like it changes all the time, and it should. Creating authentic learning experiences that foster curiosity is vital to learning. Students need to be engaged and challenged in their learning, and that's part of the teacher's job. To me, that means making every student feel like a scientist, at least for the hour that they are with me. It also means that part of my work is to help students broaden themselves, to help them be more open-minded and understanding. This means being able to address the tough questions in the classroom and being able to learn just as much from the students as they might learn from me." Please join me in congratulating Bailey as she moves to Derby, England to work next year as a science teacher at the Merrill Academy. Bailey, we do look forward to when you return to Saskatchewan and join us in our work here and in future graduate work at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, it's my privilege today to present a University of Saskatchewan Master Teacher Award to Dr. Jay Wilson from the Department of Curriculum Studies in the College of Education, and I'll ask Dr. Wilson to come forward and stand beside me. With your indulgence,
How close?
not that close, no. With your indulgence, I'd like to allow Dr. Wilson to take a selfie of himself. Thank you. Which he will undoubtedly be tweeting out moments after we leave the stage.
Here.
My name is Patty McDougall. I serve as the Vice Provost Teaching and Learning. I have what I would call a flashbulb memory of the first time I encountered Dr. Wilson. It was about 15 years ago. I was 7 months pregnant, and I was giving a very important research presentation to my colleagues in the College of Education. When I struggled with my slides and the technology of the day, Dr. Wilson was the one person in the audience to hop up and help the very anxious pregnant lady to make sure that everything was in order and to bring his ever calm and generous self into my moment of panic. He was my hero that day. Little did I know that more than a decade later, I and others at the university would be turning to Dr. Wilson for his assistance with many things. Dr. Wilson, can you participate on a team to help develop the university's truly open online course strategy? Dr. Wilson, can you help me bring to life the university's aspirations to make it possible for students to learn where they live? Can you participate in the creation of a robust program so that more of our students will have the chance to understand experiential or work-integrated learning? Will you take a turn and lead our Teaching, Learning, and Academic Resources Committee of University Council? Dr. Wilson, will you work with a group of others to design a plan for how we will continue to renew our classroom spaces to encourage and facilitate innovation and teaching? And while you're at it, will you be an inaugural fellow in the Gwenamas Center for Teaching Effectiveness and inspire those around you to think about new ways of using learning technologies in face-to-face and virtual classrooms? And in response to those and other requests, Dr. Wilson said yes, 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 and yes. It happens to work out well that the first criterion in the award of a master teacher designation is contribution to the enhancement of educational activities and responsibilities of the university. I give that one a big check mark. Dr. Wilson has had a winding path to his current position as a faculty member and department head. He has done many things in his professional career, all of which have involved dedicating himself to students. He is an expert in authentic learning, real-life learning, combining experiential and service learning with theoretical growth in students. Dr. Wilson has given countless presentations and workshops, has written influential papers and monographs, all of which attest to his distinguished record of achievement as a scholar of teaching and learning. He is frequently involved in program and curriculum renewal. Perhaps his largest single project was leading the development and implementation of a graduate program in educational technology and design, which is highly regarded and which draws students from across Canada. In addition to being singled out as a master teacher, Dr. Wilson has been recognized with other teaching awards within the university, as well as at national and international levels. This should not be surprising for someone who is a natural innovator, thinking constantly of new ways to do things. Dr. Wilson is fearless. His powerful approach to teaching involves student-centered learning that is complicated and messy, and he refuses to make it tidy or simple. His entire approach to creating change is marked by courage, integrity, and generosity of spirit. Dr. Wilson has a reputation of superior teaching among students and colleagues. His nominator, Professor Rick Schweer, indicates that students go to great lengths to find a spot in Dr. Wilson's classes. Indeed, colleagues in education have sometimes joked that many of the students are completing a double major. They're majoring in something like English, social studies, math, while at the same time they're majoring in Wilson. When you read through his student comments, you see words like greatest, best, outstanding, awesome, dedicated, dynamic, passionate, enthusiastic, and inspiring. Being viewed positively by students, being popular within the classroom, it's a wonderful accomplishment for an educator, without question. But what's particularly masterful is to be popular and also to be rigorous. Dr. Wilson has achieved that balance. He sets out a demanding set of expectations and invites his students to dig into their learning, often by creating their own learning pathways and guiding them once they do. He has clearly had a profound influence on many. Dr. Wilson, in the presence of your family and friends, on behalf of your colleagues who sit behind us on this stage, all of the students who respect and admire you, and on behalf of the university as a whole, it's my honor to present you with the Spring 2015 Master Teacher Award. I offer you my deepest gratitude. I can't look at you because I'll cry, but I offer you my deepest gratitude for all that you bring to the teaching and learning missions of the University of Saskatchewan.
You're in luck, I don't get to make a speech. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, platform participants, graduates, and guests. My name is Wayne Evaniski, and I'm a proud U of S alumnus, earning my Bachelor of Commerce degree in 1977. As president of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you, the class of 2015, and welcome each of you as our association's newest members. You made it. Your years of hard work have paid off. I know you feel like your work is done and you can breathe a sigh of relief. And indeed you should. Take a moment, soak it all in, celebrate this moment. Although it feels like today is an end to your time as a member of the U of S community, it's really a new beginning. You will always be a member of the U of S and the Alumni Association. You are students on campus for a relatively short time, and alumni for a lifetime. Today you join our alumni family, 143,000 strong and growing. You follow in the footsteps of accomplished U of S alumni like Honorable John G. Diefenbaker, Canadian Prime Minister and father of the Canadian Bill of Rights, Henry Talby, recipient of the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, Nan Mackay, the first Métis and first Aboriginal woman to graduate from the U of S, 100 years ago this year. The late Honorable Sylvia Fedoric, pioneer of cobalt-60 radiation treatment for cancer, Guy Vanderhaeg, winner of 2 Governor General Awards for his writing. You joined the thousands of educators and community leaders, fellow education alumni like Gary Moracity, former president and parliament and business leader, Anthony Bedolka, accomplished author and CTV Saskatoon Citizen of the Year, Dave King and Willie Desjardins, National Hockey League coaches, Linda Havistock, former Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan, and Blaine Favel, the university's Chancellor and CEO of One Earth Oil and Gas, whom you've all met on stage. I could go on naming our alumni who are leaders in business, public policy and public service, health, crop and animal science, the arts, sport athletics, virtually every field and profession imaginable. But you will not only follow in the footsteps of these distinguished men and women, you'll blaze a new path. Take a look around you. Remember the faces you see here today. Who do you see? And the faculty have that inspired you and led you, classmates and colleagues. Remember these faces and names, because those you have heard today, seen in the program, yours are the names of accomplished alumni that will be read from a stage like this one for future generations. You, the generation that is experiencing change at an unprecedented and ever-accelerating rate, will take all you have learned, your knowledge, your experiences, your relationships, to take on challenges we can't yet imagine, to help build vibrant communities. Because of your time at the U of S, you all have the tools, knowledge, skills, and ability to think critically, solve problems, create solutions, discover the unknown. Take one more look around you, or thumb through the program and look at some of the names, so when you hear of the accomplishments of your fellow alumni, you can say, hey, I know her, she's one of us. She's a U of S alumna. And you will serve as an inspiration for each other to step into the spotlight and boldly share your own achievements as University of Saskatchewan alumni. Congratulations to each and every one of our graduates, and welcome to the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association.
Danse. Blaine Fable Sigasun, My name is Blaine Fable. I'm the 14th Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan. I'm a member of the Poundmaker Cree Nation, and it's my honor to bring this ceremony to a close this afternoon. I'd like to acknowledge the platform party, all of our guests, our honored guests, the graduates, the parents, and friends that are here today. We go through 7 of these convocations during the course of the week, and education is always special to me because this is the only college of which I'm an alumni from the University of Saskatchewan. And I stand before you as a failed teacher because I wasn't very good at it. I've had a chance to negotiate with prime ministers and premiers on various issues and business leaders, and there's nothing more daunting or more fear-inducing than trying to make grade 7 children learn mathematics. And I wasn't good at it. I remember there's more than one lesson plan I had to do over. So I commend all of you. You're entering a very challenging career, but very fulfilling and very rewarding, and I commend you. The College of Education is important in my family as well and within my community. I've got 3 sisters that are also alumni of the College of Education, and between my broader family, my nieces and nephews, there's 13 of us. So it's been this college has played an important role in the Fable family, and it continues to because we have more of our future generations coming through. I'd like to make note of a couple things that happened this week that I think are noteworthy for this graduating class. One in particular is that yesterday the Truth and Reconciliation Commission issued its report in Ottawa, which is a historic document. It's a historic moment after 6 years of testimony of a very sad chapter in Canada's history. And it was difficult to hear some of the recommendations. Some of the stories are heart-wrenching stories. And my mother was here actually yesterday for my cousin received an honorary PhD. So not above nepotism, giving honorary PhDs to my cousin, but no, I had nothing to do with that. But she was an Aboriginal woman, and she spoke about the racism and the difficulties that she experienced growing up and ultimately becoming one of Canada's finest ambassadors and first Aboriginal woman ambassador. And it was difficult to hear her story and to hear the different stories, but the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, I think, is noteworthy for this college because it identified education as the key driver to creating social change, as a key driver to making a difference and building a tolerant future and a tolerant society. So I encourage all of you, as you go forward into your education careers, to remember that and teach that to the next generation, to your students, wherever you teach, to remind them of the history of this country and the need for this country to heal and for need for this country to grow together. I think the University of Saskatchewan is doing a remarkable job in many of these areas, particularly in this college, with the Indigenous Language Certificate, which is just announced recently. I think there are more programs of this nature to come, and I look forward to following the College of Education as it moves forward. But I ask you to stay hopeful as you move forward with your careers. Be positive. The difference between a tolerant and an intolerant society really are the educators. And I heard a statement that the true measure of a great nation is not the level of consumption, its level of consumption, but its level of compassion. And you are the key drivers and the key members of society that will make that difference. So I wish you all well. I'd like to also, for our non-Aboriginal brothers and sisters, make a comment about the honor song. The honor song that was sung before you at the start of the ceremony really is it's a statement of love. It's a gift, actually, that communities and families give to family members or relatives that have accomplished great things. And so the U of S is your family, and the people on this platform are your family. And so we have dedicated that song to you, to the graduates. So when you hear the song in the future, remember that the kinship and the support and the emotion that we have for you will continue throughout your careers, and you're always welcome back to the University of Saskatchewan. You're part of our family. And but with all things, this ceremony must come to close, and I want to acknowledge a few special people that helped make it happen. And one person that I want to give a special recognition is a lady by the name of Grit McCreath, and I'm going to ask her to stand for a moment. Grit, can you stand, please? I'd like to acknowledge Grit McCreath. Grit McCreath's been on the Board of Governors for the University of Saskatchewan for 9 years. It's a volunteer position. She's an alum of this college, and she was a wonderful principal. She taught inner-city schools, was well regarded as an expert on dealing with gangs in schools, and is a benefactor. I think she's put more than one student to the University of Saskatchewan, her and her husband Scott. So let's give her a warm welcome. Give her a warm applause. This is her last convocation. Grit represents the best of who we are as alumni, and I wish her well, and she'll stay connected to the university, I'm sure, and she'll continue to make her positive efforts felt. I'd like to also, before we bring the ceremony to close, I'd like to acknowledge our University Wind Orchestra, Darren, if you can stand up, Darren Olerking, our signer, Shu Smith, our vocalist, Katia Kartova, our drum group, All Tribe Singers, Michelle Maurice, thank you, our traditional knowledge keeper, our university chaplain, Michael McLean, and of course, Megan Riesling, the Convocation coordinator, and all of the volunteers that helped make Convocation a success. Thanks all of them. So that's it, you're free. But before we let you go, safe travels to all of you, however far you have to travel home, to your families. God bless until we see you again. Please stay seated until the platform party leaves the stage. Thank you.